Hi, I am Rajarajeswari. I am working as an assistant professor in Erode Sengundar Engineering College. Today we are discussing about data pre-processing. The topics are data pre-processing and second one data pre-processing technique. First one, data pre-processing. Data pre-processing is a data mining technique that involves transforming a raw data into understandable format. In real world, data is often incomplete or inconsistent or lacking in certain behavior or trends and is likely to contain many errors. So, data pre-processing is a proven method of resolving these issues. The techniques are first one data cleaning, data integration, data reduction, and data transformation. And last one data discretization. Data cleaning. Data cleaning is a process to remove incorrect data, incomplete data, and inaccurate data from the dataset, and it also replaces the missing values. The data cleaning are using two method are we are using data cleaning, missing data and noisy data. Missing data in two ways. First one, ignore the tubules. This situation arises when the same data is missing in the data. It is can be handled in various ways. Some of them are ignore the tubules. This approach is suitable only when the data set we have quite large and multiple values are missing within the tuple. Second one, fill the missing values. There are various ways to do this task. You can choose to fill the missing value manually by attribute mean or most probable value. For example, the customer average income is 25,000. Then you can use this value to replace the missing value for income. Second one, noisy data. Noisy data is a meaningless data that cannot be interpreted by machine. It can be generated due to faulty data collection, data entry error. It can be handled in some ways. First one, binning method. Binning. This method is to smooth or handle noisy data. First, the data is sorted, then the sorted values are separated and stored in the form of bins. There are two methods for smoothing data in bins. First one, bin min method, and second one, smoothing by bin boundary method. In this method, the value in the bins are replaced by the mean value of the bin. Second one, bin boundary method. In this method, the using minimum and maximum value of the bin values are taken and the values are replaced by the closest boundary value. For example, the some prices are there. First, they are partitioned into equal frequency or equal bins. Bin A are 4, 8 and 15. Bin B values are price are 21, 21 and 24. Bin C price are 25, 28 and 34. The equal frequency are divided. Then you are using bin min method. So the data for the price are first sorted and then partitioned into equal frequency. The bin of the size is 3. Then you are using bin min method. Each value in the bin is replaced by the mean value of the bin. So the mean value is 9. Bin A or bin value is 9 and bin B price value is 22 and bin C mean value is 29. So replace the values. Second method, bin boundary method. In this method, we are using each bin value is replaced by the closest boundary value. Next technique, data integration. The process of combining multiple sources into single data set. The data integration process is one of the main components in data management. Because of They store in all resources of data. The data integration approaches are formally defined as a triples G, S, and M, where G stands for global schema and S stands for heterogeneous source of schema. M stands for mapping between queries of the source and global schema. The goal of the integration is to make the data more useful and meaningful for the purpose of analyzing and decision making. There are mainly two major approaches for a data integration. First one, tight coupling. This approach involves creating a data warehouse to store the integrated data. The data is extracted from the various sources, transformed and loaded into data warehouse. Data is integrated in a tightly coupled manner. And second one, loose coupling. This approach involves integrating the data at the lowest level, such as the level of individual data element or records. Data is integrated in a loosely coupled manner, meaning that the data is integrated at the low level and it is allow data to be integrated without having to create the data warehouse. Next technique, dimensionality reduction. Dimensionality reduction or dimension reduction is transformation of data from a high dimensional space into low dimensional space. So that the low dimensional representation retains some meaningful properties of the original data. Next techniques are data reduction. This process helps in a reduction of volume of the data, which make the analysis easier to yet produce the same or almost same result. This reduction also helps to reduce the storage space. There are some of the technique in data reduction. First one, dimensionality reduction. Second, numerosity reduction. And third, data compression. Dimensionality reduction and or dimension reduction is the transmission of data from high dimensional space into low dimensional space. The low dimensional representation retains some meaningful properties of the original data. This process is necessary for real world application as the data size is big. In this process, the reduction of the random variable or attributes is done so that the dimensionality of the data set can be reduced. It reduces the data size as it eliminates outdated or redundant features. Combining and merging the attributes of the data without losing its original characteristics. This also helps in reduction of storage space and computation time is reduced. Second one, numerosity reduction. This technique, the data reduction technique, which replaces the original data by smaller form of data representation. In this reduction technique, the actual data is replaced with a mathematical model or smaller representation of the data instead of actual data. It is important to only store the model parameter. Next one, data compression. Compression is the method to make the file smaller by reducing the number of bits used to store the information. The compressed form of data is called data compression. This compression can be lossless or lossy. When there is no loss of information during the compression, it is called lossless compression. Where a lossy compression reduces information, but it removes only the unnecessary information. Next technique, data transformation. In data transformation process, data are transformed from one format to another format. Some techniques or your strategies are using in data for transformation. First one, smoothing, aggregation, generalization, and normalization. Data smoothing is a method used for removing the noise from the data set. Noise is referred to as the distorted and meaningless data within a data set. Next one, data aggregation. Data aggregation is the process of collecting data from a variety of source and storing it single format. Here, data is collected and stored, analyzed, and presented in report or summary format. It helps it helps in gathering more information about the particular data cluster. The method help in collecting vast amount of data. The below example is one of the aggregated data. Next one, generalization. In this process, low-level attributes are transformed into high-level attributes using concept hierarchy. The conversion from a lower level to higher concept level is useful to get the clear picture of the data. The lower level attributes, for example, student and patient. The higher level attribute is a person. It is a bottom up approach. Generalization is a bottom up approach. For example, age data can be in form of 20, 30 in dataset. It is transformed into higher concept level into categorical values young young and old. So young is 20 and old is divided by 30. Next, normalization. The process of normalization entails converting a numerical value into new range using a mathematical function. This involves transforming the data to fall within the smaller or common range. In simple word, when multiple attributes are there, but attributes have value on different scale, this may lead to poor data model while performing data mining operation. So there are normalized to bring all attributes on the same scale. Thank you.